Hey, what's up, guys? YGO 2010 here, bringing you episode 2. Today I'm going to be talking about heroes, breaking down the deck, telling you guys how to play against it, or if you're playing with it, how to play with it. It's a decent deck, a lot of different ways to play it. You could play anti-meta or control, basically the same thing. Or you could play Bubble Beat, which spams rank 4s and goes for a game quick, 4,000 every turn and whatnot. The first few cards I'm going to talk about is the 3-piece combo: Neos Alias, Gemini Spark, and Hero Blast. This is the centerpiece of the deck. He's 1900. If you run Honest, he's light type, and he's a Gemini monster level 4, which makes him work with Gem Spark, which it gets rid of anything on the field, monster or back row, and you get to draw. And then Hero Blast is another field control card. It gets rid of a monster that's lower than Alias's attack by adding him back to your hand from the graveyard. So you could summon him, play the Spark, and if you had Hero Blast set, you could chain it, because it's a cost with Gemini Spark, the tribute, and you draw one, and then you add him right back to your hand. So if they had 2 monsters on the field, you break even, and then when you come back to your turn, you're 1 up ahead of the game. Next up is another 3 cards that basically do the same thing: Stratos Rhoda and E-Emergency Call. Stratos, when he's summoned, you add any any hero monster from your deck to your hand. Rhoda lets you add a level 4 lower warrior, which all your monsters except Effect Veiler are. And E-Emergency Call lets you add any hero from your deck to your hand. Probably the easiest way to combat that is with Mind Crush, if you play that, and Veiler on Stratos. Probably the easiest way to stop the foolishness before it starts would be to Veiler the Stratos, because if this is their only monster starting hand and they don't have any other searchers, then you get rid of that, then they're stuck. Another card a lot of people like to run is Bubble Man. A lot of hero decks are back row heavy, so you set your whole hand, then you bring him out, and then, or you can normal summon, set your back row, bring him out, and that's a rank 4, most likely Blade Armor Ninja right there, and 44 to the face. It's all about preference though. A lot of people run him in 3s to focus the deck on him. Some people run it, because he gets around wind-ups. You get your draw 2 when you special him. And some people just use him as that extra hero monster for absolute, or any hero fusion that you want. Another card, Super Poly. Once this is played, that's it. You have to wait for the monster to come out before you can do anything, because nothing can be chained to it. It's a quick play too, so if they got a hero up and a face down, try to make sure that all your options aren't shot when you summon, because once they flip this, their monster's going, your monster's going, and a big fusion's coming out from your extra deck. The only way to get really around this card is, like I said, wait for the monster to come out, because every target is over 2,000, and then you can bottomless or torrential at that point. And probably the best time to play it would be either when they have a big monster like Lagia, or the random instance where they get a shooting Quasar out, and then, or when you've attacked with all your monsters already, you can flip this over, and on your turn you can attack again, but on their turn, it will be that big minus. Then we have Miracle Fusion, very good card for the deck. It'll bait out, the warning where they, that's 2,000 gone from that you don't have to worry about, or you bring out a fusion, and that's a little hard to stare down, because like I said, they're all 2,000 plus. and that's kind of hard to get over at times, especially with 3 to 4 back row cards, because you can just top deck the Miracle Fusion and still have your back row. Like this card helps against the wind up loop too, because like I said, if they Veiler your Stratos while you don't have much, then you're stuck. But with Miracle Fusion, you can start mounting a comeback. And of course, I said about this one in Chaos Dragons, it works good in here too. Effect Veiler. A lot of people like to run Skill Drain and this. I'm kind of tossed between the idea of 2 and 2, because I already run heavy back row, so it wouldn't be that big of an adjustment to have to deal with. But me personally, I just run 3 Veilers and use the leftover spot that I would have had the Skill Drain in for something that I would feel would help me combat the meta a little bit better. Because like if I flip Skill Drain on Rabbit, they can still bring out a Gem Knight Pearl if they really wanted to. Or if I went first against windups, I feel like they would have something to get rid of it. Whereas Veiler, they just have to take their chances and try to do what they need to do and hope that I don't have the Veiler for them. And then, like if you try and chain it to a monster effect, that'll just be 1,000 from your life if they have the MST. So if they like summon Tour Guide or something and I flip the Skill Drain, if they have the MST, I'm already 1,000 under, plus they're bringing out either an Exceed or attacking me for 2,000. Whereas with Veiler, they just have a Tour Guide sitting on the field and have to use more moves just to get out their Zen Mighty or whatever they're trying to bring out. I'm going to try to do Executors on the next episode, guys. Just let me know what you think. Alright, guys, YG out.